Dear students, today we learn about the difficult words and poetic devices in the second poem of the Flamenco textbook for class 12. The name of the poem is An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. And this poem, as you know, has been written by Stephen Spender. And in the first 5 videos, you learned about the author, message, theme, summary, explanation of the poem, and also in the last video, 5th video, we learned about the important questions and answers of this poem. Now, first of all, let us now understand the meaning of difficult words in the poem. The first word is wicked. Wicked means morally wrong, tempting, attractive or appealing, slyly, secretly, cramped, does not have enough space for the people in it, slag heap, the pile of waste material that remains after the metal has been removed from rock, mended, repaired, blot, stain made by ink. Sewer, damp walls. Civilized, good mannered. Stores of words. Books or education. Books or education. Gusty waves, strong waves, rootless weeds, unwanted plants. Here it is used for the children dwelling in slums. Pallor, pale coloring of the face, out of illness or fear. Stunted, not properly developed. Underground. Paper seeming boy. Actually, it is paper seeming boy, means very thin boy. Gnarled, twisted and rough. Higher means successor. The students, these were the meanings of the difficult words found in the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. Now let's learn about the poetic devices in this poem, that is An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, written by Stephen Spender. Now, dear students, let us see what are the different devices. The first device used in the poem is simile. Now, as we know, simile is a literary device used for comparing two unlike things using like or as. So, the similes used in the poem are number 1, like rootless weeds, the hair torn. These children were sickens peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glass, like bottle bits on stone. And another example, their maps with slums as big as doom. Now another example is, shut upon their lives like catacombs. So these were the similes used in this poem. An elementary school classroom in a slum. The next poetic device used in the poem is a metaphor. Now, metaphor is a literary device that is used to make a comparison between two things that aren't alike but do have something in common. So, here we use dissimilar things or unlike things, but they have something common in them. So, the metaphors used in the poem: gusty waves, the paper seeming boy with rat's eyes, sour cream walls, all their futures painted with a fog, sealed in with a lead sky, from fog to endless night. The time and space of foggy Slum, whose language is the sun. Whose language is the sun. These are the metaphors used in this poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum by Stephen Spender. The third poetic device used in the poem is repetition. It is the repetition or repeating of certain words or phrases in the poem for poetic effect. For example, for, from. Here the word for has been repeated. It is called repetition. Another example, break, oh, break. Fourth one is alliteration. And it is the occurrence of the same sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. For example, for, from. Here, for sound. Other than this, the sound. A narrow street sealed in with a leaden sky, sir sound. Surely Shakespeare is wicked, sir sound. Spectacles of steel, sir sound. Bottle bits on stones, bur sound. Lives like catacomb, la sound. Fifth device used in the poem is pun. It's a literary device that plays with words that have multiple meanings. Now, examples of pun in the poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, or reciting a father's gnarled disease, sour cream, lead sky. All these words or phrases have multiple meanings. The sixth poetic device used in the poem is personification. It is the attribution of human characteristics to non-living things and animals. Now, examples of personification from the poem are: civilized doom riding all cities. Civilized doom riding all cities. Now, riding is a characteristic associated with human beings, and here it has been associated with the doom. Civilized doom riding all cities. The word ride is used for humans. Here it is used for civilized doom. So this is an example of personification. Now, so far we have learned about 6 poetic devices in the poem. These are which are simile, metaphor, repetition, alliteration, pun, and personification. The 7th poetic device is metonymy. It is the substitution of the name of an attribute or adjunct for that of the thing meant, avoiding the world its world. World here symbolizes rich people. So, avoiding the world its world is an example of metonymy in the poem An Elementary School Classroom in Slum. Enjambment. Enjambment is the continuation of a sentence or clause across a line break. For example, his eyes live in a dream of squirrel's game in tree room other than this. So this is an example of enjambment, as here the sentence continues over the 2 lines. Dear students, with this we finish today's video on the meaning of difficult words and the poetic devices used in the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum by Stephen Spender. So with this we complete our 6 videos on this poem. Before I close, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos, and I hope you would like all these videos. Thank you.